Jason Bourne is the brand new Bourne movie, the movie that I've been waiting to see. The fifth in the Bourne universe, and the fourth one starring Matt Damon, the third one starring Matt Damon while being directed by Paul Greengrass. And let's be honest, the Bourne legacy doesn't even really count. So this is the fourth Bourne movie. It stars Matt Damon, it stars Tommy Lee Jones, Julia Stiles is back as Nikki Parsons, it stars Alicia Vikander. The story this time is Jason Bourne has disappeared, he's fallen off the grid. Nikki Parsons, a character from the old movies, played by Julia Stiles, comes to him with new information regarding his past, regarding the program that recruited him. So Jason Bourne is drawn back into the hunt, and when he comes back, the government once again is back on his trail, and we have this elaborate intrigue spy mystery trying to find out about this secret in Jason Bourne's past. I can sum up this movie in 3 words: completely badass. Don't you just love it when A-list actors bring their A game? I love that shit. Matt Damon as Jason Bourne. The dude is great. The dude just is Jason Bourne at this point. In the same way that Harrison Ford is Han Solo, in the same way that Bruce Willis is John McClane, Matt Damon is Jason Bourne. The dude kills it every time. I was really invested in Jason Bourne's story in this one. He's broken and he's damaged. You could argue that he was in the other movies as well, but the difference this time is that in those other movies he had something driving him. He had a purpose, he had a mission, he had a goal. In this one he has nothing and no one, and he's just kind of purposeless. He's dealing with all this pain from his past, and it made for a really good character arc, because when you see Jason Bourne drawn back into the mission, you honestly can see that he is a patriot without a war to fight. The acting all across the board is amazing. Everybody does great. Tommy Lee Jones, singling him out. The dude is just certified at this point. You're shocked when he doesn't deliver a great performance. He's one of the GOATs, man. He was slimy, he was cold-blooded, he was ruthless. Brought a little bit more personality to the role than some of the other guys that have filled that, you know, CIA old white guy hunting down Jason Bourne role that we've had in the past. Alicia Vikander, I want to give praise to her too. She's a great character. She plays this idealistic CIA operative that's tracking down Jason Bourne. She also has her own agendas, she has her own motives, and she was a really interesting character. This movie kept me engaged, this movie kept me invested. From like the opening on, there was hardly a point in this movie where I was bored. And I'm so glad that Paul Greengrass came back to direct this franchise. It's just, I missed you, buddy. Thank you, welcome back. I don't know anybody that could pull off the handheld, shaky cam type of way that he shoots this stuff. Brings the best out of his actors, and he brings the best out of the action scenes. And he just brings this gritty realism to his projects that I really love. You know, the action. Holy fucking shit! The action in this movie is spectacular. It's mind-blowing. This is some of the best action scenes of the year. This is some of the best action sequences in Bourne history. The last 20 minutes of this movie, I was just sitting there in my seat like, oh my god. I was on the edge of my seat. I damn near fell out of my seat. I'm talking nail-biting, white-knuckle type shit. You have great action, great performances, a great story. You have a great directing style. What more could you possibly want? We do have a problem though. The biggest gripe that I have with this movie, and really my only huge gripe with this movie, is a gripe that a lot of other people are gonna have, and that's with this subplot that's running alongside the main story in this movie. The subplot involves this social media program, and it involves surveillance, and it involves the whole privacy versus freedom issue. It does tie into the main plot later, but it's also the least interesting aspect of this movie. When this subplot was happening, when people were giving speeches about this new social media program, I was just like, yeah, okay, can we get back to Jason Bourne and his story? This subplot is going to affect some people in the way they think about this movie. Some people, I already know this subplot is going to lower the movie for them. Me, it didn't take away my enjoyment from the movie, but it is a gripe. It felt unnecessary, it felt tacked on, it felt like the movie could have been great without it, and anytime they focused on this subplot, I was just kind of like, come on, let's go back to the other awesome shit. Can we focus on that, please? It's a great return to form for the Bourne franchise. The acting is great. The story is interesting. The action is mind-blowing. It's some great-ass action sequences, from car chases to shootouts to fistfights. Paul Greengrass and his direction just makes you feel invested. It just gives it that gritty feel that was missing from the Bourne legacy. I don't think it's the best Bourne movie. I definitely think some of the older movies in the older trilogy are better. It's not the best Bourne movie. It's not even the best action movie of the year, but it's getting my best rating of Superman Prime. Jason Bourne fans should definitely go check this out. If you're a fan of the Bourne movies, you'll definitely enjoy this one. Guys, that's my review of Jason Bourne. As usual, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.